fucking Marvel. Nah, bro. Listen, man. I've seen some shit. You know, like sad to say it like that, but like, I heard something like that, and like, what the fuck? Hey, I haven't seen it myself. No, here's the thing, bro. When you see a kid shoot a Marvel,
as you can see from this home sales, our productivity has gone up significantly, but our profit margins are falling behind over 3 months, which means some of you new hires are not doing your job and not selling enough. With that being said, this week management's coming around to watch some of you personally. So please be on your best behavior, because the more you think they're hounding at you is the more they're yelling at me. Anyway, make sure to check your schedules this week for any last minute changes, and let's get this money. This meeting's now over, and hope everyone has a good week. Everyone's free to sign off except Steve. Steve, how you been?
Everything's been well. Work's been hard.
I'm gonna stop you right now. I really just don't care. The real reason I asked you to stay after is to inform you that you've really been terminated from the company.
I just started a month ago. How bad can I be? I've been working my hardest every day.
No, you haven't, you see? Management looked at our monthly progress reports and saw that out of the 50 new employees that we've hired, you're producing the least amount of work, buddy. You know what they say, not everyone can be the cream of the crop.
No one says that.
Well, I guess now they do. Make sure to send in your company laptop by the end of the week, and have a good rest of your week.
It's been 3 weeks since I was employed by the graphic company. I have until next week to come up with that last 2 months of rent. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how or where the money is going to come from. I've been living mostly off old gift cards I've had lying around, and I've been selling some hash on the side. I can't even afford to smoke it. I thought that with the job offer I had weeks ago, which seems like never at this point, was going to help me get through monthly rent. Sometimes I question if this was meant to happen. I was able to start doing another job as soon as they let me off, but so far I've lost more than I've earned. I've been a driver on this new app, Step Up, which so far has cost me a new AC cooling unit, change of oil, and 2 flats within the last 2 weeks. The only reason I keep doing this every day is because I have no other option. The positive of this new work is that I get to meet new people every day. The negative is that I have to meet new people every day. Everyone's got a story, no matter how important or unimportant, I get to hear it. I do get those lucky times when people just sit down, stay quiet the whole ride, or are just on a phone call, mindlessly talking away.
What do you mean that you sold? What do you mean you sold? No, the whole point is to hold on to it even when you see everyone else selling. I don't care what Jackie showed you. Is this about Jackie, or is this between us? I swear if you lose our retirement... Hey, make this next right and I could just walk from here.
No problem.
Okay. I will be to the office in 2 minutes, but we are going to talk about this.
Tough day?
And more like a tough week.
Yeah, I could tell from the way you were talking on the phone.
It's not that big of a deal. If $250,000 isn't a big deal to you. I swear. Right here's fine.
remember to...
Step up?
Josh?
Nah, Josh called it for me. Name's Eugene.
Alright, hop in.
Looks like he's gonna be on his phone for a while. It's going to be an enjoyable ride.
How you doing today, sir?
Ah, shit. It's going all right. I just started my night. I dropped someone off about 2 minutes from here.
Cool. Is this your main job?
Well, technically, yeah. I used to be a graphic designer at a company in the city, but they had to let me go.
Me and my partner are about to leave our investment firm, and we're going to start up a new project in Web3, Real Guided.
Web3?
It's the next wave of the internet. It's how we're going to be retiring early. It's really a lot to talk about. What's your name?
Steve.
1 second, Steve. Yo, Josh. Yeah, I think I actually found someone who could help us make some NFTs. Steve. Yeah, hold on a second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Steve, listen. My name's Josh. Me and my friend here, Eugene, we need new graphic designers for our business. I know this is an odd situation over the phone, but tell me, how familiar are you with NFTs?
Looks like another one of those trends that Gen Z started. It's gonna fade out.
I can promise you this trend isn't going away. Rather make the next wave of millionaires. I ask, do you really want to keep driving for a car company or making money while you sleep?
This is such a money laundering scam. I can tell right away.
Listen, Steve, right? Look, Steve, hear me out. Eugene, give me my card. Just take it. You can throw it out later, but just check it out. I'm telling you, on my life, you help us out and you'll be able to pay someone to drive you around. How's that sound?
Alright.
Alright, I know that we're just some strangers to you for now, but I promise you, it's worth your time. Believe me. I gotta go now, but yo, just think about it. Remember to look and fit, alright? Nice to meet you, Steve. Catch you later, Eugene. Peace.
You can drop me right down there.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you again, Steve. Make sure you look at that card.
Yeah, have a good week, my guy. Don't forget to give me a good review on the app.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, boss.
Good. Steve, how you doing?
Look, I usually don't like doing stuff like this, but you guys seem really convincing on these NFTs.
Yes, NFTs. Did you look into that?
I did, but I still don't get it. It's online art. Can't someone just copy it?
Yes, but you don't own the art when you copy it.
Own it?
Eugene, explain.
I got you. That picture I just took. Anybody can take the picture, you're right. But when I sign it with my digital signature, and I make it so there's only a select few of those pictures, it's now an original collection. Now, if we make a collection of these pictures and we make it so there's only 1,000 or so, that creates scarcity, which can increase the value of the pictures.
But how do you know who the original owner is if someone can easily fake it?
So it's all connected on a system called blockchain. Long story short, this Web3 holds track record of everything. So you don't really have to worry about that part.
So what's my part?
You do the art.
Just make the art?
Just make the art. Me and Eugene will handle the part of finding investors and giving the value part.
So what do you need me to make?
Eugene, give it to him. You can open it when you get home. This is our original design for what we want. We just needed to make it digitally and then make different versions of it.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. When do you need it by?
You have less than 1 week.
Okay. You didn't tell me how much I'm gonna get paid for this.
5,000 each picture. Good enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Deal. All you have to do is call me in a week's time and I'll send you a contract and then we're good to go. Welcome to the good life, Steve.
You know, growing up, you're always told to not trust strangers. Well, no one ever said don't trust people giving you $5,000 for a picture. At first, I couldn't believe this was legit. I was making more money in 2 weeks than I would have making a month at the other company. I was able to pay for the last 2 months' rent and had enough to cover the rest of the year. Our original design sold for 4 Ethereum apiece, which in US dollars was a crazy amount. All I had to deal with was coming up with the new art designs, creating it, and then giving it to Josh to sell. As for Eugene, he was with us in the beginning, but he eventually said he was going to start his own thing. Now Josh, he says he left on his own accord, but I still think there's some bad blood between them. In the end, I did end up getting a raise, and everything seemed like it was going great. Hey,
Yo, Steve. How's it going? What
Good.
do you have for me?
This is from the meeting this morning about the new project. I already drew up the new idea.
Sounds great. So I do gotta go home though, but we'll talk about it later, alright?
Sure.
Perfect. Heads up. Can you lock up my other room for me?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Steve. See ya.
I know this looks like a normal situation, but literally, I've seen Josh yell at janitors for trying to mop it. He wouldn't even let me or Eugene check it out. Josh!
Yeah, what's up?
I honestly think you need to hear about the new project design.
Alright, explain more.
So,
This new design will definitely get people buying them.
the new design is definitely going to get people buying, you know? Did you hear about Eugene? He's in jail.
I did?
And? Can you believe it's for potential money laundering?
Yeah. Crazy. Should have stuck with the company.
Yeah, should have stuck with the company, huh? Anyways, are you going to tell me about the coke?
You went into the room, didn't you? I trusted you.
If you trusted me, why didn't you tell me where the money was going?
Because if I told you, you would have been another liability.
Well, when we first met, I would have said something. But if you told me when you already did it, I would have kept quiet.
You can't just guess that with someone. How would I know?
God. So what now?
Excuse me, do you know what floor the TBS Dow company is on?
I actually own the company. Name's Josh. How can I help?
Oh, well, Josh, do you mind coming down with me to the precinct for some questioning?
What for?
Well, Josh, if I were you, I'd go see an attorney.
What's
Steve,
going on?
it's alright, Steve. It's okay. Everything's okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say, anything will be used against you in court.
Say this is my name, but at any time they could be like, you're banned, this is our stuff, and you won't have access to your stuff. Like, the internet was good, like cool pictures on the internet, you could share information easily. That's a really good thing. Like, sharing information, that's just obviously beneficial for the world to operate. Web 2 made it even better by allowing people to communicate with each other and do things now that we have buttons. The buttons just allow so many things. It made everything interactive. Exactly. So, like, we don't even need to explain that. Like, they're clicking buttons to go on the apps and shit.
We're here.
Web 3, it goes, okay, well, now you have, I don't know, public visibility. Things can be seen by a lot of people.
Alright,
And you have interactivity.
Good week. Please remember to tip and leave a good review on the app.
You
Got
have
you, man.
ownership. Ownership's pretty much like the main part of the whole Web 3. It's like, Web 2, all the companies